Good morning, everyone. I hope that you're ready for our second exciting chapter of the Moonshine Dragon. Okay, let's read. Chapter 2, A Good Plan. Oh man, Patrick groaned. His legs trembled and he leaned against the inside wall of the castle. Are you really a wizard? A voice behind Patrick asked. Patrick spun around. The dragon! He had forgotten about the dragon. It was crouched in the far corner of the castle yard. I'm not a wizard, Patrick said, and I'm not a giant. I'm just a normal boy. You would say that, the dragon said, but the boys I know are not as big as castle towers, and they do not change size all of a sudden. I've never changed size before, Patrick told him. I have no idea how that happened. Must be moonlight magic, the dragon said. I've heard of such a thing before. When the moonlight disappears, the magic disappears too. I'm glad to hear it, Patrick said. It's pretty dangerous to be so small. Can you see what that stupid buckethead is doing out there? The dragon stretched his long neck, but the castle wall was too high for him to see over. Patrick climbed the stairs that led to the top of the wall and peered over the battlements. I see him, he whispered. He has got off his horse and now he is looking at my toys. What's he up to? Oh, he'll be looking for treasure, the dragon said. If the White Knight isn't collecting dragon heads, then he's hunting for treasure. Well, he'll have his work cut out for him finding treasure in my bedroom, Patrick said. Maybe so, but he's still going to get us, the dragon wailed. Nonsense, said Patrick. Don't be so sure. The White Knight is stronger and braver than you think, the dragon said. He has killed more dragons and knights than anyone can count, the dragon went on. So far I've always managed to escape, but now, he shook his beautiful head. Now it seems I must die in this strange world where I've only just arrived. Patrick came back down the stairs. You crawled out of a book, he told the dragon. The dragon looked at him in surprise. What book? He asked. One with lots of stories in it about dragons, said Patrick. I'm not from a story, the dragon said in a huff. You are so, Patrick said. Anyway, why can't you fly? The White Knight has chased me for so long and so far that I've not had time to eat, the dragon said. A dragon cannot fly on an empty stomach. Perhaps if you gave me something to eat. The dragon stopped and his ears pricked up. I think the knight's coming back, he whispered. Patrick scrambled to climb back up the steps to the top of the wall. The White Knight was now heading for the castle at full gallop. He no longer held his lance in his hands. Instead, he held a crayon. There was a terrible crash as he rammed the crayon against the closed drawbridge. The plastic drawbridge shattered like a broken eggshell, and a hole appeared in the middle. The White Knight laughed. He threw the broken crayon on the carpet and picked up a new one. Oh no, Patrick groaned. The bridge didn't hold out for very long. Patrick scanned the room in the hope he might spot something they could use to stop the knight. The plastic lances from his toy knight would be no use. Then he saw the big digger he had got for his last birthday. It was made of metal, and it worked by remote control. Where did I put the remote control? Patrick thought. His eyes fell on the bookshelf. Of course, there was the control, on the third shelf from the top. There was no way someone as small as him could get up there. The White Knight rammed the bridge a second time. The hole he had made in the plastic was getting bigger. And then Patrick had an idea. "Hey, you," he called down to the dragon. "Do you eat bread?" "I'll eat anything," the dragon called back. Patrick ran to the tall castle tower. It looked very high and there were no stairs. But at the top of the tower, there were pellets of bread that Patrick had made to fire from the castle's big cannon. Patrick's fingers trembled as he pulled himself up the castle wall. Higher and higher he climbed. The knight pulled on his horse's reins to hold it still, and he watched Patrick climb. With his very last bit of strength, Patrick pulled himself over the battlements of the tower and flopped onto the platform at the top. The bread pellets were there. Some were dried up, but most of them were all right. "Catch!" Patrick shouted to the dragon. The dragon opened his mouth and swallowed one pellet after another. Chapter 3, The Iron Dragon. That is it for today. I wonder if that dragon is going to get enough strength to fly again. Let's find out tomorrow. Bye for now.